I am Anna. I live in St. Louis, Missouri, in the United States usually. Right now I'm in Conway, Arkansas because I'm visiting family and this is where I grew up. I am making this registration video at the last possible moment, which is why I have a retainer in. It's nighttime. My native language is English. I am taking on German. My past experience with this language is pretty much nothing. My brother, I think, took it in middle school and then visited Germany for like a week. And so I learned like Mutter or Milch or something like that. Obviously, I know certain German words that exist in our vocabulary, so Gesundheit and I went backpacking in Europe, in Germany, specifically in Berlin at one point, and always thought it was funny that they would say "hallo," which I just thought was them trying to to say hello in English with a fun accent, but I think that's actually how you say hello in German. Can I speak any other language above beginner level? Yes, maybe still. I took Spanish in high school and the public school system failed me, and then I went to college and minored in Spanish. Still didn't really absorb that much until I went to Spain on scholarship, and I was in, it doesn't really matter where I was, but I lived with a host mom in both places, and that helped me absorb a lot. I think I got up to like an intermediate, maybe like a B2, or I don't know if I got as far as C1, but I think I was at like a B1 or 2, and I haven't spoken it regularly since then, so I might have forgotten everything. My biggest struggle when it comes to language learning, time, probably always. I think it's hard, well, just having been in a country where I didn't speak the language, it can be difficult when you move past that beginning stage of like the magic of saying these, using these noises, like stringing them together, and they never meant anything to anyone around you before, and then you're able to say them, and someone from another country is understanding you. When you get past that initial stage of suddenly being able to make sentences, then there's like a much higher, a much steeper learning curve. And if you're around native speakers a lot, they can get frustrated with you and be like, why haven't you learned this yet? So yeah, the hardest part, aside from time and the ability to be consistent, is probably just like shame, maybe? Why are you joining this challenge and you're getting out of it? Yeah, this is just kind of an experiment because after I lived in Spain, after I studied in Spain in college, I lived there for 2 years teaching English, and I just like got drunk a lot and didn't really prioritize language learning, but I still absorbed a bit just through osmosis. And after Spain for 2 years, I was in New York City for 4 years trying to make it as a freelance writer and editor, and my focus just shifted away from languages, and I think I associate that time of my life with like a lot of growth and excitement, and I'm kind of hating my job lately in the US, and I wanted to travel and have something to look forward to. So my best friend from childhood, she and her husband and her two boys are going to live in Germany. Or they've actually just went to Germany like a couple days ago. They're in Munich right now for 6 weeks, and then they're going to Tübingen, and I'm gonna live there for a month, just kind of randomly. I'm thinking like mid-January, um, possibly February, and so I thought it would be cool to um, give myself 6 months to become conversational in the language and to see, like, as a brain exercise, whether I could get there. I actually started, I should have answered this in the past experience section, but I actually started trying to practice German for about for 1 hour every day, or which I've skipped like a handful of days, but I've done it pretty consistently since the beginning of September. So I have some basic, like some phrases that I've gotten, I guess, absorbed into my brain. But other than the past month or so, I don't have any experience with German. I'm also maybe tend to be a bit of a perfectionist in certain areas, and so I told myself that like I never wanted to learn German. My goals were only ever to become fluent in Spanish and French outside of English, obviously, and I haven't started French yet, but I know I actually want to get good at that. Whereas with German, I kind of don't. I'm telling myself that if I get to the 6 month mark and I don't want to continue with it, um, or if I'm not very good and I want to leave it behind, I'll let myself do that, as a way to kind of like lower my expectations for the experience and not freak myself out. Um, yeah, and I guess what I want to get out of it, aside from I just want to help my brain and be able to get around in Germany when I go there. Um, who knows? Maybe I'll meet my soulmate in Tübingen, and I'll move to Germany and no longer have to work, like 50 plus hours a week in the United States.